Hey, it's John and Mike, brew-dudes.com, and we have in front of us what kind of glass is this?
This is a tulip.
It's a nice tulip glass.
Yeah.
It's a nice presentation for your homebrewed beer.
So the contest is, write in, tell us what type of beer we're drinking from the tulip.
Oh, what do you think? It's
Like, comment, subscribe in this video. Cheers.
Brew on. It's kind of is this an East Coast IPA?
I wish it
New England
was.
style
I wish
IPA?
it was. This is a
It's not,
disaster.
It's a disaster beer.
disaster.
I love your disaster beers.
I know.
You're probably like every third beer like this.
I'm,
So it's a
I'm in
disaster.
a real rut.
Mm.
So this is
It's a temporary situation.
this is temporary. All things are temporary.
That's true. That's true.
Pain is only weakness leaving the body. This is brewing disasters are just poor brewing leaving the kettle.
That's right.
This is we're gonna call this hometown Hellas.
Hometown Hellas.
I just wanted to. I gotta stop experimenting and just brew for real.
Ta-da!
What I was trying to do here was,
How about you?
can I? I just wanted to make a Hellas-like beer.
Okay.
But it's kind of like the unlager because
Yeah.
I used that San Francisco lager strain.
Yes.
Well known for doing lager-like things at warmer
At
temperatures.
warm temperatures, yes. Room temperatures.
Despite the fact that down here in our little basement kitchenette I have 2 refrigeration units behind us. My 3rd refrigeration unit died last year, and that's sitting out there, so I don't have great temperature control. In fact, I've got a beer over there on the floor right now that's having a wonderful time fermenting at 75 degrees Fahrenheit.
At least.
So, but anyway, so this, I just wanted to see what happened with that weird lager strain at
Yes.
a warmer temperature.
Yes.
What happened? This recipe is super simple. It's Pilsner. It's all Pilsner malt.
All Pilsner.
12 pounds of Pilsner malt with just a little bit, 3 ounces of melanoidin. Just because I wanted to, I don't know. I just put it in there. I had some. I put it in. I was experimenting a little bit with water chemistry, so this had got a good 10 grams of gypsum to make sure I got my mash pH where I want it to be.
Uh-huh.
And I did get it there. It was very nice.
Yep.
So anyway, here it is. Tell me what you taste.
I don't know. You kind of got me all on this was a catastrophe.
Oh, I also mashed this in the cooler, which is the first time I've done that in
In a long time.
years.
Yeah. The hop flavors are muted. And maybe it's because we've been drinking an S-ton of IPAs.
Yeah.
It's not as clean as I thought it would be, as you said, that was like the unlager.
Yeah.
But I don't pick off any like off flavors per se.
Right.
It's just kind of this weird looking, there's like a cereal.
There's definitely a cereal. I mean, you can say it. There's a corn quality to it. There's a cooked corn quality to it. Almost like the classic like DMS. I mean, it's all Pilsner malt, and I boiled pretty hard. So
Did you boil for 90 minutes though?
I probably not.
Yeah.
But I boil hard, and I haven't had a problem with like Pilsner malts.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people don't have problems with that.
You know, I think that the whole idea of a 90-minute Pilsner boil in a 5 to 7 gallon batch, you're volatilizing just fine. So anyway, that's a whole other video we can talk about. Leave a comment you think is full of BS.
Beans.
But anyway, I mean, this is 1046 starting gravity. It fermented down. It fermented down as low as I wanted to.
Yeah.
So I got down to like 1009 with this 1010. So I was happy with that. So I mean, my attenuation issues seem to have. I've traded off attenuation for really shitty fermentation characteristics. But it's super cloudy. Oh, the other thing too, it's super cloudy because...
Yeah, why? I was going to ask that.
This is what happens when you forget to put Werflock in your boil. I was so focused on my process and the
this
cooler
clear
and all
up?
that stuff. It's been in there for at least a month.
At least a month? I would say 2 months.
Oh, will it? I also added gelatin to this beer and it still hasn't cleared up. I'm in a rut.
I don't know.
I'm in a rut.
Catastrophe.
Hometown Hellas catastrophe.
Yeah, I'm glad you named it after the hometown. It's drinkable, but there's there's a muted thing going on with the hops and that cereal, as you say, DMS-y, corny, malty thing. It's kind of like, all right, but like it's like it's bitterness of the hops that's muted, and it sort of just kind of lingers on your palate, and it's not bright. It sort of like hits you like a sack of potatoes, and you're kind of sitting there going,
It's interesting for there being so much gypsum in here. It's not like bright. I mean, it's not the hops aren't like sharp at all. There's nothing. It's just it's flabby. It's flabby. It's a flabby beer. It's drinkable. You know, to be honest with you, if to the right crowd, you could pass this off as like a export style German something, because it's got that slight DMS skunky like thing going for it.
Sure.
I mean, it does have that quality going for it if you like that kind of thing.
It's a really cloudy.
I mean,
Beck's Heineken, guys.
Over the 4th of July weekend, I think
we
crushed some of this. I mean, we had a big family party a couple of days before that, and
people were drinking it.
Plenty of this got drank too, so which is good, because the sooner we get rid of it, the sooner I can
put something else in there.
Yeah, I need to invest in some more temperature control and get it going again.
All right. So what do you think the audience can get out of this catastrophe? Like, what are the tips that people should keep in mind when they're brewing either a Helles style or just brewing in general? I want people to get something out of this rather than like, woe is me, I made another crappy beer.
I think what people
force
get out
this
of
guy
this,
to drink it, so we can get rid of it.
I don't think there's anything you can glean from this video that would make you brew a better Helles. I think what you can glean from this video is that even two extremely famous internet stars as ourselves have trouble in the brew house. There
really isn't anything else to give them?
This video is there to make people feel like, hey, brother.
Everybody makes mistakes.
We've all been there. See?
I guess. I just thought there'd be something like, I mean, is there anything else?
Temperature control. Temperature control.
Okay, temperature control is the key. But what about the cloudiness? I mean, really, like Whirlflock would have fixed this?
I've had other beers I've brewed where I forgot the Whirlflock, and this is what happens. Which means there's probably other issues in the process that Whirlflock sort of eliminates for me, because it really shouldn't stay this cloudy.
No.
With the, but then again, the warm ferment, everything else. This beer had a lot of things not going for it.
It was troubled from the start.
The main goal of this beer was to try to do the cooler mash tun again. I've abandoned that approach yet again. So now we're back to the kegel mash tun, which I brewed a beer this weekend. Brewed beer this weekend, and it went beautifully well.
Oh,
so I'm back on the horse with that.
Nice. Well, I'm glad.
We haven't tasted that beer yet, but it's coming.
I'm hoping that we have a better experience and people can get.
I'm going to try to finish 2016 strong.
Okay. Well, you've got.
Maybe the hometown house will get revamped for November.
Still got some time there, and still some time to fail. But I think that you're on a good path. We got to start thinking about I'm glad we can show mistakes, but I'm hoping that people can learn from our mistakes too. So I need you. We need to get back on the good horse for you.
I got to stop screwing around with my process and changing little things under the guise of improving my speed or making things easier. I mean, if you practice a process enough, it becomes easier.
Yes.
Not that my process is difficult. I've just been screwing around with little technique changes here or there, and I think the beers have suffered. I've learned a lot about certain technique things that work, things that don't work, as I push my system this way or that way. I'm starting to hone in on a process that's really super consistent. That's what's important.
Okay. So focus on temperature control and focus on your process. Don't mess around with your process.
Once it's dialed in, just keep going.
Yes.
Start brewing
Don't
beer.
Don't be like Brew Dude Mike.
Yeah, Brew
He's
Dude
always
Mike.
tinkering because he thinks he's improving, and then he has catastrophes. All right. Thank you for watching. If you like this kind of stuff, and I don't know if you do, but we actually have pretty good videos. So check out our channel. Subscribe. We have great videos coming up. Our blog has been going for almost 10 years. It's 9 years, I think. And we've got an awesome array of different posts about all kinds of home brewing topics. So check that out, brew-dudes.com. I'm John. He's Mike. Please brew on.
Cheers.